Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Fix this. Hope everyone's doing great. Had a beautiful day. Hope you did too. We were with our fellow Hexkins out on the canal, the Panama Canal, that is. And what does that dust? We ended up seeing 3 different kinds of monkeys. We saw a sloth. We saw a crocodile laying her eggs. Why I don't swim in the lake. Because there's some crocs. Big ass crocs. The saltwater one, the whatever they go, fresh and salt. And we have caimans. So Randy doesn't swim in the lake. I did it when I was young, but I'm not doing it anymore. Too many crocodilians. How about that T-share payout? Good day. Was it? Ted, what was the number? Actually, I can go look because I got those capabilities. Hexfire.io. Well, let's see what it says. Current daily payout to 6.29. Is that what you're saying? 6.29 is not bad, but I thought it'd be much higher than that. It says the daily payout 7-day average is 7.46. 7.46. Cha-ching. Hex enthusiasts. Good to see you. Hello, Corey. Good to compassion. Hello, everyone. Randy, good to see you. And the AI art is looking great. Oh, thank you. I was looking for stairs up and to the right. It did pretty good. If I had more time, I probably would have gone deeper into it. But man, sometimes when you're dealing with the AI art, it's a little bit finicky. So it doesn't seem to grasp what I'm trying to get across. But hey, it did pretty good. Bright light, how's it goes? You all rested up? Yeah, tonight I feel great. So, excuse me, we got away back from the canal. My wife had to go visit her dad. My son, all he wanted to do was watch Grizzy. If you guys don't know what Grizzy is, my kid's all over it. Grizzy, he loves Grizzy. This is bear and these lemmings, and they fight over Yummy, and Yummy is like Nutella, and it's like going back to my childhood watching Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner is the same concept. It's funny as hell, and he could watch it for hours, and then he'll switch between that and this show called Number Blocks. If you have kids, check out Number Blocks. It's absolutely amazing. Show out of the UK, and he's 5 years old. Odds, evens, doing multiplication, add, subtraction, all because of this show. Well, Anna does some math with him, but man, that show is taking him to the next level in math. All thanks to a cartoon. Hey, problem solver. Yes. Got that dad hat going on. Hi, Sandy. Sandy's early tonight. What's going on? Hey, Randy, reporting for class. Hex is looking better every day. So awesome. Yes, it is. Up and to the right. It's good to see that again. It's been a couple 18 months or so. We were going down for a long time. Hello, Mom. How are you doing? Hey, it's Birdie. Hello, everyone from sunny Arizona. Senor Randy. Good evening. Hey, Peppy. Good evening, Hexans. Love today's payout. So what was the payout then? If it that must be yesterday's numbers, 6.29. What was the actual numbers for today? If I stake 10,000 coins today and I unstake all-time high, 56 cents, I get great return. If I unstake and bear at 1 cent, I get much less value, less yield, or both. The yield stays the same. The yield is based on the amount of coins that you're getting. You just get less USD value. That's all. Blobfish King. I'm from Australia. Hey, Blobbo. You guys ever seen a blobfish? It's one of the ugliest fish ever. Oh, speaking of fish. So I had to clean the tank tonight. One of our shrimp, he passed away recently. R.I.P. Mr. Shrimp. The red shrimp, he's gone. And so I'm cleaning the tank, and I've got Tiber over here in a bowl with the other shrimp, and I'm in the kitchen, and I'm getting the filtered water. That's why it's not full yet, because it takes time for the Berkeys to get more water. A Berkey water filter. It doesn't. It's not like a regular, like a Brita that takes 2 minutes. Berkeys take a while. So I'm in the kitchen getting the water for him, and you know when you just feel something's not right, I said I better go back and check on him. Man, this motherfucker decides to suicide himself and jump into the sink. He's lucky that the little protector thing was on the sink, or else he would be swimming with the fishes in the sewer. So I saved him, put him back in the water. Poor guy, he's all stressed out now. So he had a hard evening, really hard evening. Plus the loss of his friend, the shrimp. So we got a lot of drama in Fishville today. Good evening, battle. That's about what it is. What say, Ma? Another week to be excited about. Up and to the right. Let's go, fam. Hit the like. Yes. Randy's busy this week, guys. I'm real busy. Hey, Tin Top. Hello, James. How the surfboard's treating you? Hello, Randy and Hexkins. I'm excited to see Hex pumping. So if you guys need a surfboard, check out Chilli Surf. Chilli out of Australia. Hex Evolved. Hello. Rafael. Hola, Randy. Directo para arriba con Hex, sí. Hacia arriba a la derecha. Crypto Compassion. Iceman.pls. Awesome stream, Randy. Keep up the great work. Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to be here. So let me tell you what's going on this week. So tomorrow I have my normal morning meetings. You know, people for our Patreon. Let me show that real quick. So I have each day I usually have 2 meetings with new patrons that come in, and they schedule. And so tomorrow I have 2 in the morning, and then I have lunch with Markable, because Markable's back. He was up in the western part of Panama, up in the mountains, and he's back in Panama City. So tomorrow I'm going to have lunch with him. And then after that, I have a live stream with Black Hexkin, BLAKC Hexkin, at 3 p.m. And then I have a live stream with Axis Alive. We'll be streaming here at 6:30 p.m. And then at 8 p.m., I stream with Seek5555. He's been killing it over on TikTok. And we'll probably talk social media stuff, plus crypto and all that kind of stuff. So that's at 8 p.m. And then I do my normal stream at 10 p.m. I'm going to fall into bed tomorrow night. But you know what we do. We got to go in and just promote. Let's talk about Hex. Look, I got all the green lights. And that one's like dimming out the pulse chain. Jeez, can barely see it. There we go. Well, it's so bright back there. So, lots going on tomorrow. Looking forward to it. But if you're not on my Patreon, come on in over here. And we get a 30-minute call. We do the weekly 1-hour sessions on, or a little over an hour on Thursdays. This week it'll be at noon, so our European friends could join. Next week it'll be at 8 p.m. Make sure our Aussie friends can join. So it's been going great, and we record them, and you can watch them after too. Just little Telegram group that we have. It's a lot of education going on. It's not just from me; it's from people like Corey. Corey Geary's in the group, and he's educating as well. I mean, there's plenty of very smart people. I'm not going to act like I'm the only one in there coming out with information. Everybody's helping. What? 12.6? Holy crap. What the hell happened? Who was end staking? That's just bonkers. Bobby Hexelrod. Whoa, 12.6. That's double. We've been getting 6.3 as a normal now. So 12.6 is double. Just think, right now we're like 12.6, it's amazing. But in a couple of years, that's going to be every day. I just can't imagine it. Westcott Crypto, what's up, Brandon? Can you explain why HEX can't make it to 50 cents before lunch? Who said it can't make it to 50 cents? Did someone say it can't make it to 50 cents? Sure it could. It's all based on liquidity. So if the liquidity is tight, meaning not a bunch of liquidity, it means we can get to 50 cent real easy, because people are going to FOMO in, the traders are going to come in when mainnet is announced. So if Richard Say gives us 2 weeks notice and he says, okay, mainnet is coming on May 15th of 2023, then and he announces that May 1st, those 2 weeks, traders are going to rush in, all right? And it's quite possible that the price could make it to 50 cents. Why couldn't it? Especially if there's a little bit of liquidity. If there's fat liquidity, meaning there's a bunch in there, it'll be more difficult. But I would never say never. Last year, man, I was saying HEX in 2021, my prediction was HEX would make it to 2.5 cents by the end of 2021. My prediction got wrecked. It made it to 56 cents. So I never say never, but I also play the conservative side and think that it's very difficult for a price to make it to that kind of a level. For us right now, so that's only what, a 7 or 8x. That's nothing in crypto, guys. Man, unbelievable. 12.6. Ooh-wee. Booyah. That is right. Wowzer. Hex of old. Hey, Mike. Finally got the kids down. Time to relax and enjoy Randy's stream on time for once. Nice, Mike. Oh, God. DCA is becoming harder these days. LOL. Starting to get expensive again. Yes, it is. Hey, everyone. Hey, Hex Monkey. Good to see Randy and all of my Hexagon peeps. For sure. Man, 12.6. I'm just awestruck right now. Somebody wanted to get out, huh? But did they sell? Because the price didn't get wrecked that much. I mean, the price is still up there. I figure if someone end staked early, wouldn't they sell? Or did they put limit orders in? Has anybody checked the books? Might have a nice limit order wall or something. Because that's possible too. So that would be a way, like I said, if they add liquidity. Hey, Hex Honey. So for example, if someone uses Uniswap version 3 and they have 10 million Hex they want to sell, but they don't want to sell it at 6.4 cents, they want to sell it at 7. So they just put a sell wall, and that will make it difficult for the price to move up. It's a different kind of liquidity though. It's a sell wall, a limit order wall. That's traditionally what those of us in crypto are used to. We didn't have DEXs, decentralized exchanges, back in the day, back in 2014, 2015, 2016, even up to 2019. 2019 is when Uniswap came out. So all I ever knew was setting limit orders. I never used a market. Never in my crypto career did I use a market order until Uniswap came out. Just didn't do it. Hello, Marion. Do you ever have any plans to live outside of Panama ever again, or ever in the States ever again? Never in the States, Danny. Before the pandemic, our plan was to move to Prague. Because we have friends in Prague, and that was our idea. Because man, we were looking at places, beautiful places at the time, like $800 a month, and I love the transportation system there. I wouldn't even have needed a car. You could be to Berlin in 4 hours. You could be to Vienna in 4 hours. Budapest in, I think, in like 6 hours, something like that. Loved it. Yeah, but you see what happened, and it ruined everything. Then we both looked at each other and said, you know what? Panama is amazing. Yeah, we had stupid lockdowns, but we are preparing ourselves for any kind of dumb situation again by buying property far away from the city. We're going to have a farm with other like minded individuals, and it's about 220 hectares. So that's almost 450 acres for those of you in the US. So it's a large amount of land, uh, jungle, and it's got water access to the ocean with mangrove forest. It's badass. So if you guys watch Survivor, the TV show Survivor, you can see the Contadora Islands, not the Pearl Islands from where we're going to build the houses. So you look out onto the water, you can see the islands where they filmed two of the survivors. So that's what we're looking at. I'm staying in Panama. You know, the grass is greener on the other side. No, I like it here. If you're not staking, you're a loser. That's right, Hex Evolved. Smash the lies. What? Ted. I know what you meant. Hex Force 1. That's a cool image. Sentimental bullish. Hey, Tom C. Thank you, guys. Almost 3.5 billion Hex stake for 30 days in one stake. What? 3.5 billion Hex. Was it the OA or was it somebody else? Wow. Hey, Serena. Good to see you. When's the next No Permission to hang out? It is Thursday at noon, Beeflo. Hey, Trenton. How you doing, sir? Did you see the Texan boys are coming out with a version 2 exchange called Freedom Swap? No. No. Guys are all in all kinds of stuff. Good for them. Hey, Moons. No, I didn't see that the God Will is buying Icosa. What is... So, let's check it. Let's check it. Because... let me check deck screener. And Icosa... 70... Oh, it's up 23% today. 72 cents. You guys can't see it because... Let me see if I can easily just change it over. No, man, this new StreamYard, they don't make it easy. It's not like it used to be. Now I have to stop sharing one screen to do a different one. That's weird. But yes, it's up 24% today. He's causing the share rate to increase rapidly. I think on purpose. Hey, Wally. What's up, brother? Doing good. Good to see you. Wally Soros and I go back to the early days of Hex. We used to have a great time in the chats. Back in 2019, 2020 is when I started joining the live streams. Welcome, Wally. I hope you don't mind me asking your questions about health. You're very knowledgeable. I was wondering if you know anything about soursop. Of course I do. We call it guanabana here. In Spanish, it's guanabana. But soursop is absolutely amazing for cancer. But you don't even... There's something you could do. It's even easier, Sarah, is get the vitamin B17 from apricot seeds. So let me pull it up for you. What is it? Amazon. They're really good for things like breast cancer, and they don't taste very well. It's like they look like almonds, but they're loaded with vitamin B17. Bitter apricot kernels. There you go. Get this one. This helps with cancer. I'll put it in the chat for you. You don't even, I mean, guanabana is great, but the different thing is you don't live in the tropics, so it's going to be pretty expensive and difficult to find. You probably have to go to a specialty store like Whole Foods to be able to find soursop. Or you could buy maybe the soursop, the like powder. I'm sure maybe they have soursop capsules. but also check with start taking this. So you only need to take 3 kernels per day. So you get a big bag on Amazon for like $12, and it's going to last you a year. It's amazing. Greetings from Nairobi. Hey, Simon. My partner with no permissions, he just got stuck in Kenya. He was there, I think it was Nairobi. He was supposed to be flying back to Barcelona, and something happened. He got stuck there for a few days. How soon do you think eFiat can 10x? Wescott, is it live? Because that'd be really cool if it's live. How soon could it get 10x? I got no idea. Let me check something on Fiat. Stay updated with our latest upcoming. Okay. I don't see anything about eFiat going live though. Guys, Fiat.io is supposed to launch on Ethereum before it launches on Pulse Chain, but they haven't made an announcement saying that they're going to do it anytime soon. Do you have some information that I don't? Because I don't even see anything about them mentioning on Twitter. So, got me excited there for a second, but there's nothing there yet. I wonder if edible pet fish get nervous in a bear market. The goldfish might. Dude, today is Monday, and I can't take that buzzing sound out of my head from that communist roulette wheel on last Thursday's stream. The gulag. It was the gulag. What, you don't like Stalin? Jeez. So yeah, we streamed last Thursday night, casino night, and I give away half of the winnings, and we ended up losing. But I was playing this game called the Gulag, and it's all Soviet era music, and when you get the general, he spits on the ground. It's crazy. Oh man. Oh goodness. Maybe we'll play San Andreas, maybe we'll do the prison this week. It's really funny. Ramon, I'm buying a bunch of HEX still, even at these 6 cents level. Yeah. Look, guys, whether you want to admit it or not, HEX is going to pump into the launch of Pulse Chain Mainnet. So there's going to be the traders. The traders are going to come in, and they're going to buy up HEX, and then they're going to sell it. They're going to front run everybody and start selling a couple days before. That's just how it works. You can't stop it. Unless Richard somehow just comes on Twitter and says, okay, mainnet's live, and there is no front running. He could do that, but I don't think that the people that want to be validators would like that very much. I think they want a little bit of heads up to prepare. But who knows? It's Richard. He can do what he wants. Hey, Randy, are you going to have Waters Above on soon? You know, I keep forgetting to ask him. But yes, because him and I talked about how the eclipse that's coming up in May is the sign, in his opinion, that the sign that things are changing astrologically. I'll let him explain it because I'm not into the star stuff, but he thinks things are going to change and start going more positive. Bobby Hexerot says soursop is one of the most powerful anti-carcinogenic foods out there, typically only found in tropical climates, but great for overall health. Yes, I like it. I like its cousin better, custard. It's called custard apple or something like that. It looks like a soursop, but the flesh is just, man, dude, this stuff is so tasty. Oh my goodness! If any Latinos or people from the islands have ever had it, you know what I'm talking about. It's so difficult to find in the grocery stores, almost impossible. The only time we had it, we were in Costa Rica, in Puerto Viejo, Costa Rica, just south of Limon, and we were up doing with those lines that you go, zip lines, and I saw this fruit up on the tree, and I said to the guy, "What is that?" He said, "Oh, that's custard apple." I'm like, "What?" I gotta have one of those. It made my week. I never had something taste so tasty. And it's one of the family of the guanabana fruits. Yum, 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 yum. Paul's grandpa said chilies are best boards on the planet. Especially because he's a Mexican. And so are his kids. Good afternoon, grandpas around the world. Yeah. You a beast, Randy. Keep the good work going. Sovereign, trying. Soldier Pete, volume much better. Man, Soldier, I think you got earwax or something. Because I haven't changed anything. Oh, goodness. Or maybe it's the muffler on your forklift. Grass-fed beef tenderloins are delicious. Thank you, Russ. And I do agree. And the thing is, if you guys come to Panama, all of our beef is grass-fed. What's funny is you go to the restaurant and they have the menu, the regular menu, and then they have the imported beef menu, like the Australian beef or the American beef, and it's way more expensive. And the wannabes, like, oh my God, I got to get some American beef. I'm like, bro, in the U.S., this grass-fed that we have here in Panama will cost twice as much. Give me the grass-fed. Randy making me feel lazy. Why, Hex Monkey? What did I do? Randy, not a financial advice, but a financial advice. If I have dry powder now, should I buy Hex? Well, I kind of discussed what's going to happen with the traders. So it's a good traders play. I am not telling anybody to worry about getting the copy, right? Don't focus on the copy. Focus on gains. Yeah. Randy's about taking profits. Randy's about making money. Hex Howler, it's great. So Mike and his family are here. And we picked them up this morning and we went out to the canal and we got a guide to take us out to Monkey Island. And first thing we saw was a crocodile laying eggs, which was pretty amazing. I've never seen that before. She actually just looked like a big rock just laying there on the beach. And then we found some capuchin monkeys. We found some marmoset monkeys. We call them monotitis here. And then we found some howler monkeys. But I wasn't happy with the way that the tour guides, the guys in the boats, what they did. They were howler monkeys are very, very protective. They protect their packs. So the male howler monkey, he'll have a pack normally of 10 to 15 other monkeys. And he's the alpha. And these guys with the tour boats were taking the engines, they're lifting the outboards up and just hitting the top of the water to make a lot of noise to make the male howler pissed off. And I'm like, man, please don't do that. I was so angry. At first I didn't notice he was doing that, why he was doing that. And then I heard the howler do it, do his scream, because we used to have in our backyard at our house on the beach, we had a whole pack of howlers. And anytime it was a weird noise, the male would start screaming. So I was pretty upset. I thought that was kind of the wrong way to do tourism. Like forcing the monkeys to get pissed off. Nah, not my cup of tea. But we ended up seeing some capuchins. The kids got to feed a capuchin monkey. And the marmoset stayed a little ways away. I think she was already fed. She wasn't too interested. So it was a great day. Then we went to the Gamboa Rainforest Resort and had lunch. Came home. Good to see you all and be able to catch Randy. Hey, X Luther. Been a while, sir. Clint Drones. And then tomorrow I hang out with Markable again. He's coming up. Meet him for lunch. I got a couple hours before meetings, then live streams. Godwale end stake. Is that what caught? Did he early end stake? Is that why we have this huge amount? Wow. Really? Interesting. Is there a way I can double and triple smash the like button, Randy? BMA, I don't really know, except if you have multiple accounts, you can do it. Danielle Venezuela. PulseX buy and burn got me itching for more. Dude. If there's one thing about this whole situation with Pulse Chain coming, that gets me more excited than anything is PulseX. I know people are thinking they're going to move their PulseX to Pulse Chain on day one. Go right ahead. That's cool. But my PulseX, buy and burn, man, this is going to be some epic stuff. Uniswap with a buy and burn, imagine that. Where would the Uniswap token be today if after 1 year 10% or every year 10% was burned? Hex Monkey says, the ever-increasing share price on Hex and how this contributes to slowly increasing daily payout over time is still the superpower of Hex. It will blow people's minds in a few years. I made a video about this in 2020, right before we went to Mexico. It was like the night before we went to Mexico. Brennan, if you guys remember Brennan, before he rage quit Hex about right after Hedron launched. He had made this chart about where the Hex price was going to go, or the Hex payout was going to go, and I made a video about it. And I think about that video, I did that almost 3 years ago, and holy crap, it's coming true. But I had no idea that it was going to happen this fast. Maybe I did in the video. Maybe I was a little bit too optimistic in the video. But either way, I was off by a little bit. But oh man, we might be at 20 Hex per day within 5 years. Can you imagine you got 1,000 T shares, 20,000 Hex per day, and Hex by then is like $10, possibly. What if you have 100 T shares and you're earning 20 Hex per day? That's 2,000 Hex, and you're at $5. Start doing the math, guys. It's crazy. It's like moon math stuff all the time. Just thank you, Liquid Loans. Thank you, Power City, for finding a way for us to take loans out on our money instead of having to sell our crypto. Godwell ratcheting up the T-share rate with their 3.4 billion stake for 30 days. Really? 3.5 billion. Warhammer, that's right. 3.5 billy. Not a million. A billy. Hey, Blackaroni. The grass may be greener, but it's just as hard to mow. Exactly, Pulse Grandpa. When next rooftop music? You know what? Mike made a comment about it. Maybe I'll do one this week, because we're leaving this apartment probably in May 1st is when our lease ends, and we're looking at bigger places because our son needs a bedroom now. It's time for him to have a place for his toys and have a real bed for him and all that. We have 2 queens next to each other, so we have this giant bed, but it's time for him to have his own. So May 1st, we'll move into another one, and I get a feeling that depends on where we move. I don't think it's going to have as nice of a rooftop for doing the musings, but also because of security reasons, I probably shouldn't do it and show everybody where I live, like having a window showing exactly where my house is. Probably not the smartest thing, OPSEC. So our new apartment, I'm probably not going to show off where we live. Sorry. I'll show you around Panama. I just won't use my home as an example. Die Hard asking my mom, love the island experiences with you, but not the trip back. Glad we are still alive to enjoy our Hex. Yeah, we had a very, very bad experience coming back from the Contadora Islands. It was nuts, especially no one had our seed phrases. So I'll tell the story real quick. So we went out to do whale watching tours and see the dolphins and all that. It was during the whale watching season. I think it was like midsummer for North Americans, but it's the time to see the whales here. So we left. It was a beautiful morning. The boat, it was right after the end of the pandemic, and they didn't have their big boat yet. So they rented a smaller boat, like a fishing vessel, and it could hold easily 50 people. And I didn't know when we got on the boat that only one engine was working on the boat. Yeah, I'm a Navy guy, so I'm paying attention the whole time. So we start going, and I'm wondering why it's taken so darn long to get to the island, because I know it's only an hour and a half trip, and it ends up taking us almost 3 hours. And I said to the captain, what's going on? He goes, oh, one of the engines isn't working. We only have one engine on this boat right now. I'm like, freaking A, okay, that makes some sense. Beautiful day though. We had a good old time. We did the beaches. A huge stingray swam next to us, and it was a really good day. My mom was with us, obviously. And on the way back, my mom, she says to me, "Look over there. That doesn't look so good." And I look to the right towards mainland on Panama, and just black clouds coming our way. And I've lived here long enough to know when you see those black clouds, they're not an hour away. They're like 15 minutes away. So I go to the captain, I'm like, "Captain, you see that?" I said, "You guys might want to put because we were on the second deck, where they have the steering on the top of the boat, the fishing boats. We were up there, about 10 of us. And they had all of the protection around the whole area off. They're unbuttoned. And if you got anybody does anything on the mariner side, you know how hard it is to button those things up." So I said, "Captain, that storm's going to be here in 10 minutes. I said, "We're all going to get drenched, and it looks like it's pretty windy." He's like, okay. Finally, he gets the guys out there. They start showing up like right before the storm hits, and the wind's picking up, and they're out hanging, trying to snap in this plastic around it, and they finally get it done, but they didn't get all the snaps in because it was so windy. And there's a bunch of people downstairs too, and they were so scared. Everyone was scared. They actually went down inside the boat, which is a bad. If you guys know anything about being on the water, the last thing you want to be in a bad storm is inside, because you're going to get really sick. So we're on the top, and my mom's in the last row right next to the captain. Holy crap, guys. Lightning all around us. I never been in a storm like that. My kid's next to me. My wife's on the floor puking her guts out. She was just bad. We had a couple older German ladies in front of me. They were screaming. And finally I said, and no one had life preservers on, and we were hitting waves. It's terrible. And I said to the first mate, I was like, "Yo, life preservers, please." "Oh, no worry. We're going to be fine." I said, "Life preservers, please." So we did that, and everyone felt a little bit better, but it was 3 hours long, the trip home in this rain. It was the scariest thing ever. People were traumatized for life. I had PTSD for the longest time. My son was fine. He still laughs about it today. He said, "Daddy, that was so much fun." It was no fun. We finally made it back. Do you think a 10-year or a 15-year hex stake is worth it? Fubar, go for the 10 years. I wouldn't bother doing a 15-year on Ethereum especially. And I would probably just wait till Pulse Chain launches and put them on Pulse Chain. You can do, instead of a 15-year hex stake, you can buy Maxi, which is a 15-year hex stake, or you could do HSIs. And you could buy the HSIs on the auction, and right now you get a nice little discount on your hex if you buy the HSIs. Let's go hex 12 to 20 cents. Easy, Pac-Man, especially if mainnet comes. Good times, brother. We made it. LOL, all the FUD and bans. Yeah. Lots of FUD, lots of bans. Guanabina. Meant Guanabana? Guys, also watch our Realm and Dogecoin. Dogechain can do many X's for this bull run. Pac-Man, you're absolutely right. I know about Dogechain. I don't know what Realm is. Sounds like a gaming token. You know me, I have no problem talking about other tokens on my stream. You're welcome. What's your take on low carb and no carb carnivore diets? I love the no carb diet. I was on keto for a while. I did well with it, but then I got keto flu, had to get off. And then I did the carnivore diet for a little while. I just feel like I need to have some veggies. So I think the best diet is truly just a meat and fruits diet, even though it's hard to abide by that. I wouldn't even, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't even have vegetables. I'm just not a fan. But I love fruit. Whole fruit. The whole fruit, because you want the fiber. Randy, 2 years, Pulse X 450X in the books. Woo-wee. I hope so. I'll take that. 450X. Randy would be a very happy man. Hello, Randy. Some news, what we have to know concerning Pulse Chain Start. What do we have to know? What's going on? Well, it looks like all version 3 is ready to go, testnet. So just any day now, it'll be announced. They're playing with it, I'm sure. Hopefully, no bugs are found before they launch it. I think we're very, 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 very close. Speaking of health supplements, have you heard of Salty for heart health? Nope, but I will write it down. SOLT. So salty as in like sun, because that in Spanish is sol. What kind of water filter you use for your family? I have Berkey, the Berkey water filter system. They're famous. BERKEY. Apparently, Buck is dealing with personal issues at the moment. Interesting. Buck is the founder of Fiat.io and Famous. If my video is glitchy right now, I am sorry. It looks like my internet is suffering a little bit. Randy, why would you sell your EHEX before the fork and not get the free PHEX copy? Excuse me. Well, I think that trade is super crowded. I think the PHEX trade is super crowded. So I'd rather have guaranteed profits in USDC before the fork. And then after the 48 hours, we had the bridge. Excuse me. And then I could bring that money over to buy things that are discounted. Sorry. Keep coughing on you guys. Tomorrow night's going to be rough. 2 calls tomorrow morning and 4 live streams tomorrow night. My voice is going to be shattered. Too late to buy HEX to become a millionaire? No, you just got to wait longer, that's all. We are still down 80% off the highs. We were at 56 cents at one time. Right now, we're at 6.5 cents. Once I began monitoring the omega-3 and 6 intake, once my body got used to the capsules, the extreme hunger pains became a now distant memory. Yeah, I think we take in too many omega-6. We need to take in more omega-3. The Western diet is too heavy in omega-6. What price are you going to set your limit order for PHEX? Something just nasty cheap. Nasty, Mr. Vinny. Nasty. Nasty cheap. Hex Market is front running the moon guy right now. What kind of no? I've been too busy. We were out today all day, and tomorrow I won't have time either. But I'll get to it. I won't buy it. It's just me looking at it. Hey, Paul's Outback Garden, Australia. What's up, Paulo? Welcome. Steve D. Hello, sir. Is it? No, not durian. I've heard durian stinky. Guanabana is not stinky. It's freaking yummy. It's like a citrusy smell. Are the hex gators schmeated when Pulse chain launches? Yeah, Daniel. That's exactly what's happening. Oh, goodness. Sounds like you had an awesome day, Steve. Yeah, it was amazing. But I'm new sub now, learner. Oh, welcome, Paul. Thank you. You're welcome, Steve. Squidlord says, I have tons of ice cream fruit outside and chocolate fruit. The ice cream is white and fluffy. It's very sweet. Man, I've heard of the chocolate one. I've never heard of the ice cream fruit, though. Yummy, yummy. Super X, riding his G-Wagon. Lifted G-Wagon, not just a regular G-Wagon. This shit's lifted. Crocs lay eggs? What the fuck? For some reason, I thought they gave birth. Wally wasn't paying attention in biology. Reptiles, man. Reptiles lay eggs. Oh God. Rick in 305, guanabana and PR eat it every day. Yep. Just grab it off the tree. The thing is, some of them get really big. Not as big as a durian, but big. What's Gucci, Franklin? Man, I feel like we're having these streams are like we're meeting up all the whole. It looks like hexologist streams back in the day. Right before the fork, when the traders sell, what should we trade our EHEX for? Eh, whatever you want. USDC, EHEX. I wouldn't even say trade at all. You can do whatever you want, guys. I mean, 50-50, 30-70. If you don't want to be mad at Randy, right? I don't want you to be mad at me if it doesn't go the way the trade, I hope the trade's going to go. So maybe you do 50-50. And either way, one of the ways is going to be right. Be a little bit, what's it called? Defensive. Pissed off monkeys are dangerous. They rip faces off. Yes, they do. Wally, for sure they do. How about those cryptos from yesterday? Now I'll focus on Pulse, Famous, all the money printers. Passive income. Passive income is the best income. When you're making money in your sleep, it's an amazing thing. Hey, Denise. Welcome. I'm glad you enjoy it. Dirty Bronco, 55-55. Well, 55-55 on Pulse Chain. I will no longer be doing 55-55s on EHEX or Ethereum because we just can't afford it anymore. I have a feeling we're going to by the time 55-55 comes around, Ethereum is probably going to be $70,000 or $80,000, maybe even more, right? What's it going to cost to end a stake? 30 grand, 40 grand, maybe more? Hey, Corey, just tapping in. Hope all is well. I'll be flying soon. Hopefully Panama's in the near future. Bring it on. Maybe you come down at the same time Mike's here. You may want to revisit your reasons for wanting to sell EHEX. All the OGs have 55-55s, so you may want to hang on to it. Yeah, Bobby, but who's going to pay for their unstake? I'm telling you, it's a great business idea. Set up a kind of fund with Ethereum and charge people, like, I don't know how it can be done because I'm not a techie, but they can borrow the Ethereum to end their stake and somehow it has to come back and they could charge 20% or something. Who knows? That could be an option as well. So we could do a Hexagon fund where we can go and we could borrow Ethereum to end our stakes, like a custody type situation. I think that'd be a very cool tool and quite lucrative for whoever builds it. He ended a tweak and stake and re-entered native ecosystem, the Godwill. Really? So, like Tokenair? That's interesting. Man, I've been so busy hanging out that I didn't even know that someone did that with a Tokenair stake. If you guys don't know what Tokenair is, it was the first app built using HEX. You could stake your HEX and you would earn, I think, Tokenair, and it was a game and it was cool. I never participated, but there was a lot of people that did. We got tons of PulseX coming. Do we use the one-sided pool? I need to get focused. Well, now that Power City launched the ability to borrow against your PulseX, you got so many more options now. You might want to just build up your PulseX using Power City's system. Who knows? When version 3 testnet comes out, you guys need to spend 30 minutes to an hour every day learning how every one of these tools is used to help grow your bags. Please. Yes, please, Wakanda. With Power City's loan protocol, PLSX is considered the haunted strategy originally intended for PLS. It's worth a look, yes. Might be able to pick up some very cheap PLSX when many try to swap for PLS or HEX. That's right. That's right, Denise. What's your thoughts on Pixia AI or AI Pad? Ryan, I don't even know what those are yet. Just like crypto, AI is coming out with crazy stuff right now. So it's going to be keeping everyone busy. I don't know how I'm gonna. Once Pulse Chain launches, guys, I'm gonna have to just focus on Pulse Chain for a while, and I hope everyone doesn't get mad at me for that. But it's gonna be such a big amount of information coming at me that I'm gonna somehow have to decipher everything and then teach others and how to use it all. And maybe that's what my business will be. It'll just be Pulse Chain education and some Ethereum education on the side. Believe in yourself. Perfect. Don't blame one bit. No. Just green screen the musings. Can respect your reason for sure. Yeah. Oh, God. Uh-oh, Mike's got a success story. Got rid of small intestine carcinoma in about 55 days. Stage 2, October 7th. Gone December 1st. Beautiful. Beautiful. Towards Johnny. Come on, 27 cents. 20 cents, I need a new car. That's actually one of my regrets. I shouldn't have bought my truck. I should have just put it all in the Pulse Chain. Definitely have to visit Panama Hidden Gem down here for real. Yep, yes it is. I love Power City. I just think that they went too big. They got too many things going on. So you can get a little bit lost. Defy, yes. 80% meat works best for me. Next Luther, I'm with you. Famous Twitter Spaces talk, 4/3/23. Okay, awesome. GW blew up his Toucanir, Hex Prize, and Hex Max stakes, withdrew them and added them to his new short-term whale wallet with 3.5 billion. Wow, that's just gonna ratchet up that Hex share rate. Seriously. Loving Hex price. Is this just the start, Dave? Yeah, we're just going into a bull market. I'm getting more bullish by the day. The longer this takes, the longer the bull market keeps going, the more I'm convinced that we're in a bull, right? Let's look at the charts. Okay, where are you? We got Telegram in the way. Here we go. All right, Bitcoin on the weekly. We are at 24,925. We still have a green Aurochs indicator on the weekly. I know it doesn't look good because they haven't fixed the charts. Oh, the monthly's back. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you to the Aurochs team for fixing it finally. We are 3 months into a green Aurochs indicator on the monthly. The demand index is creeping back to 0. Remember tonight is new moon. Looks like we have greed going on. So that's good. And this one doesn't count because it's only for short term. But let's look at the daily. Look, the AI is over the green, so that's super positive. We have greed. The demand index sentiment is still positive. Now we got 2 Aurochs indicators. Let's get rid of one. All right. And then look at that. Look how beautiful. All right. Everything's positive. There's nothing here that's negative for Bitcoin. So I guess we pump for the next 5 days or so until we have the transition time going into the full moon. Ethereum. Let's check out. That's the weekly. Let's check out the monthly. Oh, yes. All right. They fixed the charts. Beautiful. All right. So we're 2 months into a green Aurochs indicator for Ethereum. We're at 1704 right now. The demand index is over 0, so that's bullish. It means the sentiment has changed back to bullish. We have greed, which is a good sign. Go to the daily. And daily we have the BGMC is also bullish. So just like Bitcoin, there's nothing negative here. Every single signal is bullish. Beautiful. What the hell? It's like a shotgun going off. All right. Here is HEX on the monthly. 4 months in still. Going green. Demand index is about to pass 0 or past the 0 line. That means sentiment is changing. HEX had such a big fall. That's going to take a little bit to get us going into the positive sentiment. And I think it's also because we don't use centralized exchanges. There's a little bit less information for the Aurochs indicator to look at. Same thing with the AI, that we have less to look at. More information, the better. But look at this battle going on the daily. Up, down, up, and now staying up for 3 days. We had a battle. The bulls won, and now we're going up. Very good. Demand index is above zero. Greed is here, and the AI is in the green. Awesome. So HEX is up 4% today. We're almost at 6.5 cents. Hedron's up almost 8% today. And four weeks into green. I use less indicators for Hedron just because there's just not enough volume and stuff to see a lot. So on the daily, we still have 10 days now of red Aurochs indicator, but the demand index is over zero, so the sentiment is positive. It's just that the indicator hasn't shifted green yet. And I'll leave out the rest for tonight because we're getting short on time here. All right, so super bullish going into this week. Oh man, yeah, Midjourney's badass. Look at that, Warhammer's new image. Holy crap, that's scary. Buy more HEX or sack for famous. HEX, honey, I really, it's kind of up to you. Famous is going to be really good for passive income. HEX is going to be really good for like retirement income. They're two different things. That's where the 12.6 payout. Ah, okay, I get it. How can people retire on yearly stakes when T-share going up so fast? The T-share rate was going up so fast from the beginning, so T-share rates are deflationary. Just imagine that HEX started today. If you look at it that way, imagine, okay, forget the first 3 years of HEX. Just imagine we're starting right now and go from there. It's going to be the same situation. The people that are coming and then staking 3 years from now are going to be paying way higher rates, probably close to 50,000 HEX per T-share or something like that. I don't know. It's going to be something ridiculous though. Hey, Randy, do you think HEX will dip after V3 launch? EHEX for sure, Westcott. EHEX is going to be obliterated. Probably 90% dip. Pulse HEX, I don't know what's going to happen. I do know a lot of people are buying. They're getting the copy because they want to move their PHEX over to Pulse Chain. They want to buy Pulse Chain. Now, if they do that, it's basic economics, folks. More sellers than buyers. It's going to cause the price of PHEX to drop. But there's people in our community that say because PHEX is going to be tied to Pulse Chain, and if Pulse Chain does 20x in the first 48 hours, that means that PHEX will also do a 20x. I don't believe that. I don't believe that just because they're bonded pair that they're going to... I don't think the bonded pair is going to happen right away. I think it's going to take time. We need price discovery first. And the first 48 hours is when the major price discovery happens. And then we have another round of price discovery once money can be bridged in. Life changer. Yeah, I smell an announcement too. That's what I noticed. Flaxseed oil caps were the affordable path that works well for me. Yep. Flaxseed oil gives me, it bothers my stomach a little bit though. That's dirty cheap ratio. Yep. GMX with over 100 billion in trading volume just over a year. Famous. We just had this talk today when we had lunch. GMX is famous on Pulse Chain. So if you want to own something cool, I recommend Famous. Hexadler. Shibarium looking good. I never heard of that one. Shibarium. That's funny. Yes. Texan token team starting their own swap in the future. Super bullish. Yep. I saw that towards Johnny. Somebody mentioned it earlier. Hello, Benny. See? All the old school hex skins are showing up. How much will EHEX drop before the fork? I don't know, Vestor Benny. Before the fork? Who knows? Maybe 50%? Thank you, Benny. Okay, so ba, don't you? I am more of a history math guy. Okay. It's okay. It's all right. I'll forgive you for that one. Big flowers bloom in shorter seasons. Who knows the tree? Start with hex cigars. What? Big flowers bloom in shorter seasons. Big flowers bloom in shorter seasons. Apple tree? Who knows? I'm going to miss your ominous background building. People said they were always worried I was going to fall off. I'm going to fall off. He's saying that GW is ratcheting the T-share rate with his big stake, but it's not true. Longer stakes, no matter how small, have a much bigger effect. Cool. GW's longer stake is one that increased the rate the other day. Okay. What do you think can happen to ICOSA on both ETH side and Pulse side? Well, ICOSA is going to stay right with HEX. It's going to be in lockstep with HEX. And the auctions, of course. So when all these large auctions happen, it causes a whole bunch of inflation for ICOSA, which drops the price. But then it recovers. And in 2023, maybe 80 cents. I can't believe I just said 80 cents. No, let's go lower than that. Let's go PHEX 35 cents. Let's do that. Me no trader. I sit on fundamental relations. Smart plan. Flash loans. Oh boy. If 50-50 PLSX investment, what is guess how much needed for millionaire status by end of next 2025? I'm not quite sure, Scott. If we do 1,000x for each, which will put both of them at 1 penny, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a penny is 1,000x for both. So you need to be a millionaire. You're gonna need 100 million. 100 million Pulse Chain, 100 million Pulse X, or 50 million of each. Hey Dan, you're welcome. Awesome. Make taxation theft again. I'm not a fan of the 55-55 play on EHEX either. And I'm small money right now, so I have 15 years to look forward to being wrecked. Getting wrecked, absolutely. Hex G Banger, take a picture of your current background, use it with a green screen in your future apartment. Decoy OPSEC looks good, exactly the same. But Tiber wouldn't be swimming around. By the way, if you guys weren't here early, I have replacing the water. Just waiting for when I get done, I'll take the filter water and put it in there for the fish. I had to clean his tank tonight because one of the shrimp passed away. I didn't want the water all fouled. Why do I think PHEX is the play of a lifetime? Because Pulse Chain was built for HEX. Just remember that, folks. Pulse Chain was built to support HEX. Hey, did you know you could stop after 10,000 trades and then learn how to trade through HEX, PLS, PLSX? Start with HEX when your Pinecone opens. What the hell? Pinecone. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but isn't the interest of the stake that increased the T-share rate? I thought it was when everything unstakes. I thought that's when it happened. Imagine having AI 5 to 10 years before it was ever released to the public. That was the advantage we are playing against. Yeah, exactly. Pay taxes on... Okay, you're just saying gibberish. Hey, Mike Willis Jr. Yep. Big up, Corey. Thoughts on Hedron? I sell Hedron. I have no qualms about it. Every time it pumps, I sell some. That's what I use to play in the casino and stuff is Hedron. I still don't get all the Power City stuff. It is only to borrow against your PLSX. No, they've got a whole bunch of other stuff. He doesn't hate Hedron. He just sells it. Like me. I'm just not as... I'll hold my Hedron for pumps. He doesn't do it. He said, I think 5 zeros and 6. Anytime it goes 5 zeros and 6, he's bumping it. Bye-bye. He's the one that causes it to come back down. I sense Big Bear, but I'm not a technicals are meaningless. Straddles. Refined hayseed appellation. What are you talking about tonight? Have you been drinking, sir? Hedron lagging behind the pump, still cheap. Yep. Call 11,000 for Bitcoin on point. Okay. So far, yeah. About the bottom. Bulls and bears are out there in force. I expect some sideways action. Yeah, but we're in a full moon right now. I'm not full moon, a new moon, so it's generally bullish. Next week will be bearish. Cryptic Life, good evening, sir. Liquidity is sliding into the 12 cent to 20 cent range. There we go. Pumpy pump. Are we getting a pumpy pump? HEX is at 6.46. Hodl them bags. I am. You're welcome, Sandy. Have you can recommend any documentaries on how I like this? Just go down the rabbit hole with Dr. Eric Berg, ERICBERG. He'll help you a ton. Yes, please, Doug. YouTube is playing with like a availability button on certain networks. HEX will drop and PX will rise, and they will meet somewhere in the middle. Yeah, who knows? Ready? What's your DCA out strategy? Every double, take out 20. Let me remind you guys, this is how I do it. So right now, I have no reason to sell any Pulse Chain or Pulse X when it launches. But remember, we get to borrow. Since we get to borrow, this is going to be my strategy. So every time Pulse Chain does a double after the first 100X, I'm going to put it into Pulse X into Power City and Pulse Chain into, what's the other one? Liquid Loans. And I'm going to borrow 10%. That's my initial idea. And just continue to build my bags up like that. And hopefully it works out. Because there's no real, I don't have any reason to sell any crypto right now. But if I was going to take it out, that is how I do it. Coin doubles, take out 20% in USD value. That way, you're not taking out all of your coins. It's not you have 100 million HEX and then every time the price doubles, I take out 20 million HEX. No. 20 million the first time, the next time it might be 10 million HEX. The next time it might be 5 million HEX because the price keeps doubling. So that way, I never run out of HEX. Got it? So you guys always have that moon bag. You could, in case HEX does the impossible and does something like $100. DCA always proves to be a fundamental and sure strategy for preservation and growth of it. Yes, it does. It won't let me like it. Dang it. Yes. Any bond takes time to cure. And exactly. It's going to take time. We're going to have, I'm talking about the Pulse Chain HEX pair. It's going to take time to have price discovery. What will be a good solid mix of ERC20s to make sure you're holding to get that copy on Pulse Chain? Cryptic Life, anything in the top 200. Top 200 coins are good. I'm waiting for 1 cent HEX. Hexadonist. Will HEX drop after testnet launch? Probably. Buy the rumor, sell the news. For DCA to work, you must have an exit strategy before you enter the market. You make your profits when you buy, not when you sell. Selling only realizes those profits. Can't wait to speak to you, Randy. Scheduled mine in March. Is that far out now? Holy crap. I had a great talk with 2 of you guys tonight. Oh, man. Yeah, you guys got me pumped. Don't forget about ETH POW, ETH Fair. Man, MJ Money, I always forget about them. MJ Money, did you see I hit 77 subscribers today, and I put it up on Twitter. I was thinking about you, man. You must commit no matter how much the price of HEX, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X go up, no matter how rich we become, we still have Casino Thursdays. Umberto, you know it. I'm bringing on the casino. Penny Pulse will only be 100x. If 10,000x, it would be 10 cents. Okay. What? That's math wrong. It's gotta be wrong. Maybe, I don't know. Tripod. I don't know. Oh, goodness. What PTY artist gets played most in your household? We like Sesh. I mean, I don't play a lot of music, but I like Sesh. Trading has about as many winners as a casino, and Vegas was not built on winners. Trade less, hodl more. Yep. Unless you're Randy, then you go to the casino every Thursday night and share your winnings with your viewers. Oh god. Liquidity is rumored to be low, less than 10 million for PLSX. Whoa. Would trading PLSX for PHEX be a good trade? I don't know, man. It's up to you guys. I mean, I don't know. The share rate increase is determined by the percentage yield of the stake. So a 3-year stake started from near the beginning would have 1.6 times the return of a short term. Okay. 10 cents is 1,000x. Okay. $1, 10,000x. Jeez. Can you believe it? If we had no way. I have 0 hex, send me some please. Kingsway.eth. Motherfuckers. You guys coming in here begging. Give me some hex. I do the same with Hedron. What do you do? A max size bonus is 10%, so that's less than 60% for 3 years. Beautiful. 1 cent is 100x. Nice. Simon, at least you're honest. No, I didn't sacrifice enough. I thought it was going to launch right away, and I was going to take advantage of the drop right after it launched, but it didn't work out for me. If launch price is 0.001, 10x would be 0.001, 100x would be 0.01, 1,000x would be 10 cents. I think so. I think you're right. Is 900 million whale impulse? Is 900 million a whale? It's a lot. I don't think it's a whale, though. It's not a whale, because I know some people that sacrificed almost $1 million for PulseX. I have no reason to sell until the market gives me a reason. Love it. Yeah. Hey, lights out. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying your weather. At some point, I'll take out some loans and liquid loans. Can't get taxed on a loan. That's right, Umberto. That's how I understand it. I'm not a tax attorney. I don't work for the IRS. But as long as you're borrowing and you're not selling, until you get liquidated. If you get liquidated, then that's a sell. Top 200, I'll drop to top 10 and call it the day. There you go. The top 10 Ethereum ERC20. Remember, make sure you're that. Not anything else. Has to be on Ethereum. Peace, Shibu to the moon. You guys. Son, stop talking for tonight. You need your voice for tomorrow. Oh, man. Yeah, my mom's right. See? My mom's telling me to shut up. All right. I think a squid starts at 1.3 billion. Wow. So I'm not even a squid. That's sad. Yeah. All right, guys. Cheers, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow all day long.